This morning I was live with Grant talking about ICE detention facilities in downtown Independence. And then we had to go to a fire over in Overland Park. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a fatal apartment fire. And I've been wanting to try this coffee house over here for some time. I just haven't made it out here. I've always liked this neighborhood. I used to hang out around the corner right over there. About 1999, 2000, 2001, until 2002. That's sort of a bad story where I quit going there. And yeah, this neighborhood has really come along. Oh, I should go check to see if this store over here is open. I remember this house was abandoned and falling in. Now it's called Clay and Fire. Huh. Rochdale. Let's try that place. We watched the Bad Bunny show, the Super Bowl last night. It was very inspiring, and a lot of people are talking about it today. And it's just amazing. But, I'm gonna go try out another place and see what they have. Now, this is amazing. I didn't know all this was behind because none of this stuff was here. They did a interesting remodel job on this building. CJ was in here. Bruce was in there. They were kind of roommates, shared the space, and upstairs I stayed for a little while to help CJ clean out for a little while. It was one night. Help CJ clean out a bunch of stuff because he was being asked to clean out the upstairs because he wasn't supposed to have anything up there. That was about 2002. And over here was I guess, programmer, photographer, and CJ actually worked for him, programming Perl script. And Bruce Smith is known as the Duct King. He did a lot of duct work. If you go into Grinders, you can see some of his work there. I've been talking forever about digging up some of the old footage I have from back then and posting it, reposting it, and maybe I have some footage from inside this building, what it looked like back then. It's an amazing difference. Yeah, this is an amazing neighborhood. Very, very old houses, very historic. And a lot of people moved in here, I think, in the 80s and 90s and started restoring all the old houses. And all the storefronts and everything that are here. There's a lot of really beautiful homes, big ones too. Just over to the right. And this is where the Kansas City, my arm hurts, the Kansas City Mardi Gras strolls originate now. I guess they always sort of have. Although for a while there, I think they started in the West Bottoms, like in the beginning. It's cool to come back and visit here. And there's There's a building where I spent a lot of time. YJ's used to be in there. And this is where the evening stroll Mardi Gras parades originated and headed towards 18th and Vine area. Moonliner, I guess a replica of the one at Disneyland. And here's where I'm going, across the street to Raygun. They got the Rebel Alliance State Birds. Cool. They didn't have it in my size, but I ordered it, and it should be in the next couple days. Hopefully I get to wear it for Mardi Gras. Cool. It is grocery time at Menards. Continuing my search for KC Mardi Gras now. One of the local places I visited said that they're having a hard time staying in business because everybody's going online and getting everything they need there. But I'm like, what's the fun in that? Sort of the idea is to, explore and get out and do things. And really, you can't see what you're really getting unless you can touch it and feel it. So I'm here at A to Z Theatrical Supply to do just that. They've got it all. Most of this is for rent. And since this place is right around the corner, I thought I would come check it out one more time. Again, I'm in the mood for food from Louisiana and Kansas City. There's a place here that's big on it. Gotcha. Jazz Louisiana Kitchen. They're all ready for Mardi Gras all the time. Got the cup of gumbo, salad, half and half sweet tea, and they bring out the bread. Let's give this a try. We are sassified. We're live here in Platte City. It's time to do another darkened downtown driving tour. You notice how I'm always here in the morning before the sun comes up. That'll change when summer comes on. Using my 360 camera to get a better view. This town could use a little Mardi Gras. That's not a thing up here when the weather's still cold in February. Although next week it might be nice, keeping our fingers crossed. It's always hit or miss. February is when the weather first starts getting hints of warming up and give people hope that spring is right around the corner. Although spring here can be nasty right up until May. I've seen it snow in April. I think we're gonna probably head south, although I'm a little worried about doing that because that's when story comes up that might be right back here in Platte City. So I'm not in a hurry either way. And I like this Second Empire style house, which is a museum. Ben Farrell, Platte County Museum. So that's it for downtown Platte City. And go out here on the main highway. Old gas station. Looks like it's now kind of a U-Haul place. Oh, what is that? That looks more like a food truck. Heating and cooling place? I don't know. This is the main drag. Missouri 92. I think I'm gonna go up to the Trip Quick here and use their restroom. I think that gumbo I had was a little spicy, but that's TMI. Gumbo should be spicy. But it doesn't mean your body should always agree with it. Especially as you get older, your body does funny things. And you know, the sunrise is getting more and more earlier, and right around the corner on my birthday, March 8th, daylight saving time. There's that New Orleans coffee house that I have been going to. I think I'm all king caked out. I'm not sure if I'm going to get another. They're kind of expensive for what they are, actually. I figured out that a king cake is essentially like one large cinnamon roll. And we're talking about the body not agreeing with things. I don't agree with all that sugar. The frosting is a lot of sugar. But we'll see, maybe if we have another source of king cake. I didn't go back to that Bloom Bakery. And maybe they'll have some, or McLean's. A lot of the places will only have king cake on pre-order. Plus, my sister is, she pre-ordered some king cake, and we're supposed to go over there and have Creole and king cake. So this Trip Quick up here is also a truck stop, and I always go in the wrong way. I go in where the trucks ought to be, not where the cars should be. As long as you understand that this is for the trucks and you don't be all like obnoxious about rights you don't have, let them maneuver, take it sleazy, slow and easy. Don't push them around because it's hard for them to maneuver. here we are at Tripquick. Even if we come in on the wrong side. Lots of contractors coming in and out of here too, getting their morning coffee and breakfast. All right, we're here. We're get used to it. So while I'm waiting to be called, it is of course set time. Let's go have us some coffee.
Crazy. So I saw. But I can't like. Yeah, but I was like, yes. And she goes, "You're getting constantly
I found this store had some interesting Mardi Gras stuff, and also I'm here actually for Valentine's to get cards. These kind of stores usually have the best funny cards you can find. A viewer actually suggested I come here for Mardi Gras stuff. Oh, at the last store I didn't find anything, unfortunately. Well, let me tell you, this store actually has the best stuff. It was a good tip, and I can't believe I actually got a tip from a viewer. It's the first time, I think. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they had tuxedo tops. Only problem is I'm so round and short that none of them would fit me. So I had one that almost, and it just reminded me that forever and ever, as long as I can remember, since high school, I've always wanted to get a tuxedo jacket. I like the tails, and it can come in handy for other things as well, but not to be. So I'm still having a hankering for gumbo, and I know just the place. I've been there before, already talked about it on the videos and showing it. So I'm going to go revisit that, and then I think I'm going to go to one more antique store, the big one in the River Market, and try that. And I don't know. Wish me luck. This is my gumbo place. Gumbo. We are sassified. Good stuff, Maynard. I think this will be our last stop for the day. Standing here on home plate of a little baseball field here at the Negro Leagues Museum, where we've done our live hits. We just wrapped up here in the 18th and Vine Historic Jazz District. And of course in Kansas City there's a Mardi Gras tie-in, and that this is where the usually the evening march usually ends up. And this year I don't know how they're gonna route it, because 18th Street over there is under construction. I don't even know if you can have access to sidewalks. So we'll see where the routing goes. But it's historic that the two communities in this city, the arts community and the historic jazz district community come together on Mardi Gras, and a lot of the people who do the parades are local musicians, so that's a neat piece of unique Kansas City history. Of course, that really ties in our pedigree, our connection to New Orleans style carnival and Mardi Gras, because jazz music, which is a huge feature of the parades and everything down there, is also was invented in New Orleans. And here in Kansas City, the music was brought up from New Orleans, and we really had a lot to do with, under Tom Pendergast, longtime political boss of the city. The city was wide open, and a lot of the jazz that came up here was attracted to the city because musicians could play late into the night, and this district here, being the jazz district, was a huge part of that. And I'm going to show something here. After the bands would play music that a lot of people wanted to hear, the swing music of the time, they would come over here. And of course, everything is messed up by the construction. I can't even get to it. Over here to the Musicians Union. I can see it sort of from the parking lot here. No, you can't even do that. God, man. Like I say, it's going to be interesting this year. But they would play at this Musicians Union till late at night, and the Musicians Union on Friday and Saturday nights still has that tradition where musicians will come and play until like 6 in the morning, or until they get really tired, I guess. And yeah, this is quite the mess down here this year, because hopefully this construction will be a vast improvement. I can't tell whether even the sidewalks, yeah, it looks like they're kind of open. It'll be a tight squeeze though, man, I tell you. But the street is definitely closed, and yeah, the sidewalks are, well, they're not open here because they're working on them. Whew. Man. Japers. Beautiful morning here. Feels balmy even though it's in the low 40s. And of course it's Friday. We all know what that means. The topic. Oh.
Yeah, I'll put it up for you.
We are sassified. Let's go check and see if my shirt has come in yet. I haven't heard from them, but hope it comes in by Tuesday at least. A moonliner. This is where we're going. Here's the shirt. They say it's in high demand, which is why I don't have mine yet. Let's try out this used clothing store. Let us try this shop out. Yep. The missus has called me up. She's getting off work early and she wants to meet over at Broken Rice here. But first, I'm gonna stop over at the resale shop over there. Forgot about that one. Broken Rice. I forgot to shoot the food porn. Oops. But we are satisfied. Now we're going into the market here. Oh, one last place I'm going to. And my shirt came in at the ray gun store, the Rebel Loon. So woohoo! We're back here to get my shirt. Yeah, we took Luke to a birthday party. Got my shirt. And while we wait for Luke, I'm gonna get some tea. Back here, this time to pick up my debit card, which I left here. Oops. And also to bring the fam here to look at the shirts. Back here, and I'm bringing the fam jam. I got the fish and chips this time. Saya's got a burger, and Cien has a gumbo. Luke has a Caesar salad, and Zach has a chicken. We are satisfied. Doing some nighttime antiquing. This one stays open till 9. Crew to prank. It's the kids' parade. There's the fam and the doggos. Doggos, you ready for Mardi Gras? us. I think I realize now why that parking spot is open. Oops. We're not going anywhere for a while. There is a real person in there. I hope they can breathe. And Saint Simone, aka David Ford, is completely covered in silly string and toilet paper. City Market, Farmers Market. Coming back here to see if they have some king cake. They have it. Cherry.
Sorry, gotta take a picture.
You have to put the baby in yourself. It is time for coffee. Coffee. Mardi Gras at my sister's. Yay! Now you have to stir it around because you can't see it. Shrimp Creole. It's what's for dinner. The king cake. I gotta open it up here. There we go. And I gotta carry it over here. Gotta take this. Apparently they don't hide the babies in the cake for you anymore. You have to do it yourself because they're afraid of getting sued. So knife in there like that. And the baby, whoever made the slit, fine. There it is, right there. Ooh, this is tough. There. I think their king cake might be a little more like, what do you call it? A bread base than a I don't know. We'll taste it and find out. Has anybody found the baby yet? No baby.
No better.